This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Bruce.
Jody.
How are you?
I am good. I'm alive. I'm getting over, it seems like always on this podcast, I'm getting over a cold. I have a cold. Yeah, you're
yes.
right. I think when you have kids, I'm going to blame the kids.
They can't defend themselves, so why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've gotten past the point where I couldn't talk for a while. Now I generally can.
Good.
Can't laugh, so there won't be any laughter. No frivolity and joy in this episode.
No getting Bruce all excited.
That's right.
Well, I do want to talk a little bit on today's podcast episode. I want to talk about other drink options. We talk about beer a lot, but I kind of, as I was getting one of my favorite drinks in the morning, I was like, hey, we should talk about all the other drinks that we drink.
You mean there are drinks other than beer?
There are other things that I enjoy than beer.
All right.
I mean, this big glass of not sponsored Starbucks cold brew.
Ooh.
I got hooked on this many years ago when I actually managed a coffee shop.
Yeah.
When you're in coffee, you drink coffee all day long.
So managing a coffee shop, did that make you kind of a coffee snob? Like
a little bit.
You look at things and you're like, no.
Right. Yeah. Because you have to taste it every day for make sure it's good,
Right.
And then you have to talk about it. It's like beer sampling.
Yeah.
And then you talk about the flavor notes that you're getting.
Right.
And is it earthy or winey or,
okay.
You can tell by the different regions where the coffee comes from by how the flavor profiles and all this craziness.
But you're not at the point where you will only drink like beans that have been hand pressed or crushed.
No, I don't just
filtered
drink.
through.
I'm not just a peaberry coffee fan,
right.
But I drink. I'm not that much of a snob, but if I drink just black coffee, I am.
Yeah.
But I'm a snob for cold brew.
Okay. All right.
It's not as acidic and harsh on my stomach because I have lots of acid reflux, all those fun stomach issues. So this isn't quite as acidic as brewed coffee. And it's also got a lot more caffeine in it.
Nice.
So cold brew is where they just take a bunch of coffee, steep it in water at room temperature, and for however long, I think it's 12 or 24 hours, depending on the place you go.
Right.
And then you put flavors or whatever if you want flavor in there.
Nice.
But it's not as harsh, which is good, not as acidic, and it has way more caffeine, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck than just brewed coffee.
Cold brew is good. When I used to work at a startup, they had a tap, the keg of cold brew.
Yeah.
And it was one of the local coffee. Well, they're not just local anymore. It's Stumptown, which I think they're based here.
I think I've heard of that one.
But they're also, I think they've got a place in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
maybe?
they've got them everywhere now.
Yeah. Good cold brew. Mm-hmm. So for me, as far as coffee goes, I'm across the board. Generally, I default to just plain black coffee. Mm-hmm. I don't know much about coffee at all. I know that it can be black. You can also add cream. There
cream
we go.
And sugars.
Yes.
Yes.
You can have it hot. You can have it cold. That's about where it ends for me.
That's the basics is all you need to know.
I don't like sweet coffee. So I don't like sugar in my coffee. I generally don't like sweet drinks. Mm-hmm. So I tend to stay away from those things.
Yeah. No frappuccino.
No.
Crazy things.
Starbucks has a blonde coffee that I like sometimes.
You like the lighter roast?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, generally I'm just drinking plain, boring black coffee. So that's mostly my thing.
Out of your Mr. Coffee or your what do you kind of?
Well, for a long time we had a Keurig.
Oh, okay.
We retired that. And now, just a basic regular coffee pot with coffee that is not very fancy. So, yeah.
Yeah, both Bjorn and I are a little kind of coffee snobs.
Nice.
So
nice.
We have nice coffee. We don't have a great, nice coffee maker, but everywhere we go, we have coffee. And he likes it really dark, and I like it a little bit more medium roast.
Sure.
He likes, the really smoky French roast. I like dark beers and more dark coffee, so it's kind of similar. So if you like dark beer, you probably like dark coffee. If you like lighter beers, you're going to like lighter coffee. It's kind of the same flavor profiles.
I like that.
So that's kind of a good hint or tip for y'all.
Nice.
I need more of this Starbucks cold brew today.
Yes.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, you've been busy.
I've been busy. I went to Southern California for 2 weeks, training, back, working, you know.
Crazy.
But I have a long 4 or 5 day weekend coming up, so
perfect.
That's the little treat for working so much.
Yeah, yeah. Just like the plague.
Yes, just the plague going on around here. Yeah. Yep. So what kind of drinks do you drink other than beer for starters?
Well, coffee, water. I'm super boring as far as my drinks go. I will try anything, and I've tried a lot of different things, but as far as my go-to kind of stuff, ton of water. And it's still not enough water. That's the thing. Drink water, everyone.
Do you do like Brita filters, all the fancy? You just do straight city
out of the tap
water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If we have bottled water around, I will drink that. We usually don't. Yeah, I mean, it's, fairly boring as far as it goes.
Yeah. I like to do my water. We have like a Brita pitcher that you like.
Ooh, yeah. Filter.
So you just filter it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like really cold water, though. I like it sort of like not really room temperature. Like just out of the faucet is fine, but like cold, like out of the fridge, that's too much.
I don't like ice in most of my drinks.
Yeah.
Kind of the same way. It's like, no, not my thing.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. It's just a
It doesn't
preference,
like hurt my teeth or anything. I don't have like a sensitive, but I just like normal water.
Right.
Fancy Brita filtered water.
Yeah.
I'm not like Evian or Fiji.
Yeah.
Is it Fiji or Fuji? Fiji. I think it's Fiji water.
Fiji, yeah.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, I was in New York recently, and
how's their water?
But I was at a restaurant, and they were like, I forget how they phrased it. They were asking me if I wanted the flat water or the
still or sparkling.
Yeah. And so, of course, I'm like, well, there are options. I'll take sparkling. And it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Pellegrino or something.
Yeah. I like trying different things, but, as far as my go-to on a regular basis, it's very simple.
Yeah. I've been pretty happy with the Portland area water. It's nice.
Yeah, they don't put fluoride in the water here.
Oh, they don't?
I believe that's one of the things. Does that sound about right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's just had to check
with the people that have lived here longer.
Yes. So no fluoride. So that's why nobody has any teeth here in Portland.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
No.
Is that why my teeth are falling out?
That's right. Yeah.
Because in Vegas, they seriously recycle the water. Like,
really? Well, you're in a desert, right?
Yeah. So it's treated but it definitely has a
old water taste.
I don't know what it is. It's just like processed water. It's just
This was in came from the Venetian, and now you're drinking it, that kind of thing.
Out of the canals and the Venetian and the Bellagio fountain water.
Yeah, right. Tasty.
That's where it was like, definitely need to get those Brita double filters.
Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes I get a hankering for different kinds of drinks. Usually if I'm trying something new and different, it is usually some kind of alcoholic beverage. Just because that's, I don't know, mostly what I'm seeing that is interesting. And I'm not, I don't care for smoothies. I don't care for
tea,
soda. I do like unsweetened tea.
Okay.
Sun tea, always good. The green tea from Starbucks without any sweetener.
Just iced tea?
Yeah.
Not that matcha.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know. I don't get that. But.
I don't care. I don't care about any of that kind of stuff. It's, for me, it's just not something that I'm that interested in. I think the trying different beers probably fills that void for me,
On the beer.
Yeah.
Bandwagon. Always trying that. Yeah. Right. I drink Arnold Palmer's a lot. Iced tea and lemonade.
Okay. Right.
Arnie Palmer's, I call it. Arnold Palmer.
Right.
I drink, like when we go and have like lunch somewhere or I'll get that if I'm not like having a beer.
Sure.
So I'll have that. I get that a lot.
Nice.
Kind of my go-to NA drink is tea and lemonade. I don't drink a lot of sodas though. Every once in a great while. I guess it was this when I was on this business trip, I seemed to drink a lot of soda because we were eating out a lot more.
Sure.
So it's like they just have soda fountain and you're like trying to get the iced tea or lemonade. And I'm like,
Do you have a go-to?
Coke is my go-to. Oh, it is weird though. When I go see a movie, I like cherry Coke.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know where this weird connection is between going to the movie and getting a cherry Coke. But I don't drink cherry Coke any other time.
I feel like there because that sounds familiar. I feel like cherry Coke was pushed as like cherry Coke and popcorn when we were younger.
Yeah, there must have been something. Yeah, like or maybe you could only get it at the movie theater for a while. I don't know, but every time I go, I'm like, I need a cherry Coke.
I don't drink a lot of soda either, but when I do, I go for like cream soda. It's like liquid cake. So, I mean, you can't go wrong there.
Cream sodas.
Yeah.
Creamsicles.
Yeah. Cream soda. Sometimes root beer. But yeah, not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much.
I also do, Bjorn got me into this when he stopped drinking for a while, is drinking the like sparkling waters, like the, I can't even think of what they're called.
LaCroix?
LaCroix. Yeah. There we go. I was like, LaCroix.
Oh, yeah.
LaCroix.
I totally forgot about that. Of course, sparkling waters like that. Those
because it's just a hint of, it's like I don't know, they barely dipped in the strawberry in the water.
We have a ton of those in our
you
house.
do? Oh, I guess it's water.
So I take it all back. There is something else that I drink other than just basic water and coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LaCroix, yeah.
My favorite, and a lot of people seem to hate this one, is the coconut. I love the coconut. It's coconutty.
It's coconutty.
Yeah. It is. I don't know.
You don't like the pamplemousse?
Pamplemousse. Yeah. You know
I think that's the weirdest name, but
it is.
Like,
that's what, grapefruit? Is that
something
what that
like
means?
that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what? What?
Right. Yeah. It is something else. We should probably open our beer.
Oh, we're going to drink beer on this? We're not going to drink the pink grapefruit.
The pamplemousse. The off-brand pamplemousse.
Flavored, unsweetened sparkling water. Yeah, the grocery brand. Okay, what beer are we going to drink today?
You know what? We're recording this early, so let's do Juicy Sunrise IPA.
It's early or late or...
Yes, this is a Widmer Brothers Brewing beer. I think in future episodes, I'm going to try to start getting some beers that aren't from the Pacific Northwest. Mm-hmm. See if we can start expanding our horizons. So, of course, if you're listening to this and you have beer recommendations, we want them.
I'll have to talk to you about an app that I found. Oh, my cup. Oh.
An app that you found.
It's called, I don't know, Tavor? Can you see that?
Yeah. Okay.
Where you can like join. It's like, what is that? Exceptional craft beers you can't get anywhere else.
Okay.
So you can like sign up. Yes, I'm 21. Oh, I don't want to actually sign up.
Okay.
But you can like get beers from other places and they send it to you or something. I'm so confused. Every day, get access to 2 rare craft beers you can't get in your area.
Every day?
Well, yeah, because you can like pick a beer and like order it.
Nice.
Claim your beers you want before they're gone.
Okay.
Tavor ships your hand-picked beer straight to your door. So I think we should definitely try this.
Yes, absolutely.
Got served an ad somewhere.
Okay.
But anyways, we're going to try that out.
Is it Tavour?
Tavour. Yes, sir. It's another app to add to your phone.
There we go. Because the world needs more apps.
I know. Juicy. What is this?
Juicy Sunrise IPA from Widmer Brothers Brewing. And since I just have a can here and it came from I'm guessing 6-pack, I don't have any real information on it, but Untapped.
Sunset IPA. Yes, we're going to...
Sunrise.
Oh, not sunset.
It's the beer you drink in the morning.
Yes, sorry.
When you wake up and you want to watch the sunrise.
I've had this beer before.
Yes.
That's why I was like, wait, did we have this one on the show?
I don't know. We haven't. I honestly couldn't remember, and I should have consulted the list.
Juicy Sunrise IPA radiates with citrus and tropical aroma and flavor. Citra, Amarillo, and brew eye. Is that an I? I don't know. Hops leave Juicy Sunrise dripping with notes of orange, pineapple, and stone fruit. Prepare your taste buds because this juice bomb is going to turn them on. Wow, that was...
It is... It's smooth. It's a little hoppy. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. It's more than a little hoppy, Bruce.
All right. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy my hops, so,
It's a 70 IBU.
Is it? Right out of the can. And I don't know. I probably wouldn't drink it again.
No?
I mean, if it was offered to me, of course. But,
if that's all they had, you would drink it.
Right.
Coastal Sunset in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, so this is another Pacific Northwest beer from our friends at Widmer.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's a good morning beer.
It's like your morning juice.
Right. Yes. I really need to go to there is a brewery here in town that Great Notion. They have a beer which I'm sure I've evangelized for in the past called Juice Junior. It's the greatest beer that's ever been created.
Oh.
Yes, and I love it so much.
That's what Juice Junior.
Yes, and it's glorious.
Okay.
It is everything that I want in a beer.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Are we done with the juicy?
I think we're done with the drinking portion of the episode.
Me. My other totally forgot about is kombucha, because I actually brew my own kombucha.
Oh, you make the brain thing. And
yes, the really gross SCOBY thing. I have.
So I was really down on that for a long time. We had some people staying with us.
You were
for
down
a while.
on it?
Yeah.
Like you didn't like it?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like,
let me tell you about my
down?
first experience with kombucha.
Oh boy.
So,
story time with Bruce.
So, we went into a store. I happened to see it, and drink I'd never had.
Yeah.
But I'd heard a lot about it. This was, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. And decided to get it. Bought the bottle. Took it out. We were heading back home, driving home. My wife likes to drive. She gets car sick if she's not driving.
Oh, sure.
That's what she says.
Yeah.
So allegedly,
okay.
It could just be I'm a bad driver. Not sure, but she's driving. I decided to open it. Apparently, it had been shaken a little bit or something.
Idea. Yep.
I opened it. It exploded all over me. The smell of kombucha alone is enough to turn you off. So I smelled like it, put the cap back on, did not drink it, did not try it again until I moved here. So years later, tried it, had some that was pretty good. I was really down on it though because it exploded on me and because I saw how it was created and I saw the brain mushroom looking thing. What do they call it? SCOBY?
SCOBY.
Horrible name as well.
Yep.
So I saw this thing and I thought, why would anybody ever do that? Then I started thinking, well, you know how beer is brewed. That's a pretty ugly process too. So most of the things that we drink, it's not pretty.
Yeah, if you don't know how it's made.
Right. So but I take it all back.
I enjoy making my own and because you can do different flavors and do whatever. And it's kind of like brewing beer, basically. You can put it in a thing, let it sit for however long at a certain temperature.
How long does it normally take?
I mean, a couple of weeks.
Wow. Okay.
It's not that long. I like to let it sit because I like mine a little bit more bitter.
Right.
So
nice.
The longer you let that bacteria eat away at the sugars, it gets more bitter.
I do like red wine. Just thinking of other things that I like to drink. Red wine. I don't like much sweet anything generally. So, my wine, I like it to be woody.
Yep.
Dark. Strong. The kind of wine that you would eat with steak.
Yep.
You know, Merlot, I guess.
Merlots.
Yeah, Merlot, yeah, those kind of things. I hadn't had wine in a while, and I happened to be at the grocery store.
Merlot fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of picking up the $3 bottle of wine, and I kept it for a few days, opened it. It was not good. Mm-hmm. We should probably do like a wine episode, a wine tasting.
We should be some winos.
Yeah,
I like Pinot Noirs.
Right.
A little bit more. And they actually have really good Pinot from Oregon.
There is also...
They have a lot of good wine here.
There is I just saw this because I read something in Newsweek or Time Magazine, one of those, about a distillery called Vin Distillery that is based here in Portland. When I was reading the article, I wasn't aware that they were in Portland until I got to that part, but they make non-GMO rice-based distilled products. Mm-hmm. They make spirits of different kinds. And this Time or Newsweek article was talking about a specific spirit that was that is big in China and that is making its way here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, so my apologies. Baijiu? B-A-I... Yeah, Baijiu?
Baijiu, yeah.
Right, Baijiu. Haven't tried it. Want to try it.
So is it like, are you talking like a rice wine?
It is. No,
it's a spirit.
It's a grain wine, but it's like,
grain wine.
It's really, really strong.
Really strong.
Yeah.
So what the article was saying was that they were bringing down the strength for an American audience. Okay. Yes.
Because we'll just get all crazy up.
Right. But I want to try. I want to go to this place, try that. So, we have some other interesting drinks to try here.
We'll venture out a little bit, but
one other thing I want to throw in was, now that our time is running down, a couple of my favorite beers.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
you're gonna pull out your Untapped, and pull out your 5 stars.
Yes, and so you can see my favorite beers on my Untapped account, since we don't have a heavy conversation account, which I am trying to figure that out. An account that we can put both of our beers into.
Oh, I know that's. Sorry.
Haven't been able to figure that out, but I am a fan of Schlafly Brewing out of St. Louis. Single malt Scottish style ale. It's glorious. Surly Brewing, which I think, don't kill me if I'm wrong. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Yeah. Darkness. Mm-hmm. Is one of their most awesome beers. Most
awesomest.
Yeah. The Stone Enjoy by IPA, double IPA, Imperial IPA is glorious as well. Since it's an Enjoy by, the batches are all different, but I apparently loved the one from July 4th, 2013. So if you could find that, good luck. If you can't, they still make Enjoy by, so it's a good beer either way, 9.4%. Unibrew, which I like to pronounce as Unibrow.
I was like, what?
Le Fin du Monde is a glorious Belgian triple. High on my list. Le Fin du Monde, which I think means the end of the world. Let's see, what else? There are a lot of other ones that I'm big into. Sang Noir.
Oh, yes.
By Cascade Brewing.
I like that one.
Yes. It was my dreamy favorite sour beer. So, anyway, I could go on forever. Juice Jr., throwing it in again because I love Great Notion and I love this beer. It is probably at the top of my list of all-time favorites.
So some of my all-time favorites.
Yes.
I think partly because of the name. Mm-hmm. It's called Sassy Pony.
Sassy
from
Pony.
Gigantic Brewing. The Night Owl Pumpkin Ale.
Ooh.
From Elysian Brewing Company. That crazy German beer that we had, Anger? I don't know.
Anger?
La Noche de Cabra from Public Coast Brewing.
The Night of the Cabra. Is that what that?
Something, yeah.
There. All right.
Go See a Star War.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stout.
Yeah, okay.
International Pale Ale from Von Ebert, apparently I really liked. I don't remember that one. And Black Butte Porter is always one of my favorites from Deschutes.
I do want to throw in one that might be unexpected. That got 5 stars for me. It's Modelo.
Modelo?
Yes.
How many Modelos did you have?
I may have had 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know, but I like a good Mexican beer.
Have you been to Grains of Wrath yet? It's up in...
I have not, but I love the name.
Yeah. They have a Pinot Noir barrel-aged Belgian quad.
Nice.
It was good. It's a 12%.
My last 5-star is Fuller Smith & Turner's Vintage Ale. 8.5%. It's an old ale. Oh. And I apparently loved it on May 16th of 2018.
I don't remember drinking this one.
This is the great thing about Untapped is that I certainly prefer to try different beers as opposed to, I'm not drinking like I was in my 20s. Now I'm drinking because I want to try things.
I literally get the sampler thing and you get the little 2-ounce pours and have a half dozen of those.
Exactly. So having a list is so vital. All right. Well, we've done it. We've talked for a half an hour about the things that we like to drink.
Yes. And I want to hear about what you're drinking besides beer, because we do talk a lot about that.
We do.
What are your favorite coffee things? What are your favorite teas? Or
what should we try?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We want more recommendations, and they don't just have to be beer.
Yes. Oh, but we're always looking for beer recommendations. Please. So, side note. All right. Share our episode with some of your non-beer drinking friends if you have any of those.
Yeah. We recently did a sex education 101 episode.
Yes.
People seem to love it.
Go back and check that out after you've had a couple of your favorite brews.
There we go.
All right. Well, thanks, Bruce, for coming along.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Johnny.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your
podcasts.